Welcome to episode 3 of Less Bet Experts with Jacob and
Josh, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is finally over. Well, for Yankee fans and Giants fans, Aaron Judge has officially re-signed with the Yankees, 9 years, $360 million. I feel relieved. I really do feel relieved right now because this was a scary offseason for the Yankees. Not going to lie, because they were depending on Judge coming back. Because you know, Jacob, the Yankees' aura is they keep their players no matter what. Like, no matter what competition there is. Like, they have the money and they're going to keep them. With
that's
Judge,
what happens when your owner's rich as hell.
yeah, and with Judge looking like he was going about to leave, it just didn't look right for the Yankees, and it's not going to feel right for many years to come, because it's just, you're the Yankees and you have the money to give to him, and when they finally gave him the money, I was like relieved. I'm not going to talk about what happened with John Heyman because he really messed up big time. I mean, like, messed up big time. He tweeted out Arson Judge or Aaron Judge. He said Arson, I think, at first.
Wait. He said Arson Judge?
Yeah, he says Arson Judge. And that's
oh my
what
God.
Arson Judge to the Giants at first. Then he redid it saying Aaron Judge to the Giants. And I was freaking out.
Oh my God.
I was panicking. I was really worried. And it was not a good Monday night. It really wasn't. Then 5 minutes later, he deletes the tweet, says, "I am sorry, the Giants didn't hear back. I may jump the gun." I was like, deep relieved. And it's just...
I'm just confused. Like, if I had a chance to play for my hometown team, I would take that immediately. I don't care the situation there.
Well,
it's where I lived. It's where I grew up. It was the team I was a fan of. I would gladly say if I was like a general manager or something, and then I'm working for the Carolina Panthers, and then I'm close to Buffalo. I love the Bills, and the Bills offer me a job. I would leave that job instantly and go work for the Bills.
Wait, as a higher position or like the same position as a GM?
It's the same position.
Okay, I would, but like, it's not just that right now. Obviously, it was a big factor of him likely going to San Francisco. It was also, you're a Yankee. Like, if you stay a Yankee your whole life, that's the biggest thing in baseball history. You are going to be in Monument Park for the rest of your life.
They become overrated to sometimes.
Wait. And it's just
debatable.
And your jersey's gonna be retired. Like, nobody's gonna touch that jersey. No one will ever wear 99.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one that ever wears 99 in the whole league.
Well, obviously that brings value too. But like, not just like, obviously you have the 360 million. Now you're still in New York. You're still in the biggest market in the world. The advertisements are gonna be crazy. He got named Athlete of the Year, and his continued success.
I don't know how you got named Athlete of the Year. Baseball players, like the most unathletic people.
I mean, outfielders are pretty fast.
Bruh, no, don't go there.
Don't do that.
Don't even.
If you put an NFL wide receiver against an outfielder, the NFL wide receiver would outjump him easily.
That's a bold statement.
Okay.
That's
very
fact,
bold.
Though.
Wow.
That's fact, though.
Oh, wow.
Somebody with an NBA player.
Oh, well, looking now, Judge wasn't the only person to wear the 99.
Oh, who was it?
Oh,
God, I don't.
So here's the thing.
I'm talking about the whole league, not just.
Obviously,
No, I'm talking about
and
like the whole
obviously,
league.
look, and the elephant in the room was, I believe, when he visited with San Francisco, he flew to San Diego, and he had a meeting with them, and they offered him 10 years, $400 million. So,
Padres have that kind of money.
yeah, they're and speaking of the Padres, like, they're just like spending so much money right now. We'll get to that later, but like, yeah, Padres are like spending like crazy. They're going all in for next year's season. Obviously, I want to keep continuing with the signings. Cardinals signed Wilson Contreras on a 5-year deal, $187.5 million. He left the Cubs. He was there for I think he was one of the last players from the 2016
I believe so.
Cubs
I believe
to
so.
leave. I think he was the last one. I know Cubs fans are kind of sad. I think they are sad.
Well, they had that miracle year, and they've been trash ever since.
Well, look,
I can't complain.
You can't deny that 2016 was a magical year for them.
You can down through.
I'm not denying that.
Like that whole thing. I never seen that. But sadly, the Cubs lose one of its last core members of that championship team.
At least he has a ring. I mean.
Yeah, but like signing with the Cardinals is pretty big. It refills a legendary catcher role that you can never replace for the Cardinals. It's just I think this is a good replacement for now for the Cardinals. He's gonna hit well in St. Louis. I like that. I like this actually. Thinking about it more. It's just it's weird now because the Cubs have signed Cody Bellinger, former MVP, to a 1-year deal for $17.5 million. Yeah, so that's pretty big. And they have signed Jameson Taillon, the former Yankee, for a 4-year deal, $68 million. So, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
But no, yeah, they signed Taillon, they get a pitcher, and they get Bellinger. So, the Cubs are looking to spend more. There are rumors, take it with a pinch of salt. Dansby Swanson might go to Cubs. The Cubs are interested in him for a shortstop. So obviously the Cubs are trying to spend big this year.
Everybody's trying to spend big.
Yeah. Like the Philadelphia Phillies, because they just spent a ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's fine.
That's the wrong one.
That's fine. Hey, look, it's the first one with the TV. I love it, man.
It's so bad.
It's just okay. Stop goofing around. I gotta stop goofing around. Phillies are spending big. The Padres have offered not just Judge.
Bogarts.
Bogarts. No, they're trying to sign. They try to sign another player. They have over 4 players over $1 billion.
Oh my God.
You have Tatis. You have Machado. You have now Bogarts to this.
Yeah, Tatis. Oh boy.
Soto.
Ooh.
With Soto in this mix, I expect.
Is he?
Yes, Juan Soto's with the Padres. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So this is pretty big.
Hold on.
The only waste of the big 4 that the Padres have now is Tatis because he's out with the PED stuff.
Yeah, and he's been suspended for PED uses.
Did you just say they spent $1 billion on 4 players?
I think more than 4. Yeah, it's like a near $1 billion right now. Yeah, it's a lot of money. And you know what's so great about these deals? The contracts end for mostly when they turn in their late 30s and early 40s. So Bogarts is there until he's 40. Soto's there is probably until 35. They have them for a good long time, and I expect the Padres to be here for a very long time. Obviously, hopefully they get with Blake Snell as their pitcher, and they just try to have a consistent rotation and bullpen. I think they will get to the World Series. I don't know if it's going to be this year because Tatis is a big question mark still. I don't know if they want to trade him, but they committed so much money to him, so I don't see them getting trade. But
that's his first offense with PEDs, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's 80 or
yeah,
is
he
60
got
or
80. He had 80 games, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and I think that was August, and there was. So I think he has 40 games down. I think at least.
At least he didn't bat in that game, but he'd be suspended for the whole year according to the NFL.
Oh, and they tried to sign. Funny enough, Trey Turner, the Padres before getting Bogarts, they almost got him for near $400 million. So speaking of Trey Turner, he signs with Philadelphia Phillies, reunites with fellow former teammate Bryce Harper, which is a good. Well, he looks. I don't know. He looks good in a Phillies jersey. It fits him. He's signed to 11-year deal. He's there for a very long time.
What a Yankees
for how
jersey.
much?
I think for 3 something.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a big one. He's gonna be there for a long time. They are still. They're still trying to. They're stacking. You can see the Phillies are they're gonna win the World Series. That's their statement right now.
They got pretty damn close.
Oh, they did, but they lost to the Astros, which
Damn.
still bugs me. But anyways, Phillies signed the former Mets pitcher Tajon Walker, starting pitcher, 4-year deal, $72 million. They're just trying to stack up right now. They're good. They got hot in the playoffs at the right time. They just fell into the Astros. You can't really do anything about it.
Play better baseball.
Yeah.
Well, they got really close, and you can
they
tell
really
they are
did get
very
close.
hungry. They are very hungry.
So, speaking of the Mets, they re-signed Brandon Nimmo to a lengthy contract. 8 years. I don't remember the numbers, but yeah, Brandon Nimmo stays in Queens. Also, speaking of that, Justin Verlander signs a 2-year deal. I think $45 million.
Let me
I
double
believe
check on
$45
that.
million. Yeah, he reunites with Mad Max, Max Scherzer. They teamed in Detroit from 2010 to the 2014 season. The old dynamic duo still got it in them. You're gonna expect them to be effective in the playoff run. So you got your 1-2 punch, 1A, 1B. It's gonna be very weird to see Justin Verlander in New York with the Mets. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. A lot of stuff has happened in baseball, and it's gonna continue to happen.
Baseball just ended like 2 months ago, and it's already chaotic again.
2023 is going to be one hell of a year.
Oh my God!
For all sports. I mean,
Really?
Oh, and we have left out the black sheep. Not the black sheep, but like a very interesting discussion. Carlos Correa. Now there are rumors, pinch of salt. I'm gonna keep saying that the Yankees are in talks with him right now, and the Yankees are in talks with Carlos Rondon, starting pitcher, lefty pitcher. Yankees are trying to spend big still, so I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm like, so it's a fun off season so far. There's still plenty more to come.
yeah.
The Pirates get the first overall pick. It's gonna be crazy off season.
When is the draft for the MLB?
Um,
It's like never really broadcasted like the NFL and NBA is.
It's on MLB Network every
But,
once in
yeah.
a while, but I do want to go over one thing that we missed last week.
yeah.
Donnie Baseball.
Don Mattingly, yeah.
Yeah.
He's with the Blue Jays.
Woo!
We got a Blue Jays, but yeah, he didn't take the Yes Network job, the Yankees network job. He instead he went for the Blue Jays. He's still intent to play, still in the game. He still wants to be in the game. So I think that's a pretty good fit. Blue Jays, very young, talented players. They just need consistency at a manager's position. Good pitchers, good they just need a stability manager, and I think Don fits it well.
They signed Mattingly as a bench coach.
They signed him as a bench coach.
Yeah, the bench coach from last year after Montoya.
Oh, he's
got
still
sacked.
yes, sorry, yeah, my fault. But still, I think having that veteran presence for a very long time is great for the Blue Jays. Man, they were a pain in the butts last year. I'm not gonna lie, you guys were a pain. Yeah, but
I only know the Blue Jays because of the Bisons.
well, obviously up here is a lot.
Well, Buffalo Bisons. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, but
They do support the Bills though.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, I
support
do
the
know
Bills.
that. I've actually been to a couple games. I actually got a ball from someone. I don't know who.
you don't remember.
I don't. I'm not.
Come on, but no,
It was the Blues. It was a Bisons player. I think number
Oh.
88.
Yeah,
He's
so-
fast. Whoever 88 was, he was fast.
Nah, but this is really fun. I can't wait for more. I really can't wait for more from this off season. It's still, and this is not gonna stop. This is just the beginning. So, thank God, thank God. But speaking of thanking God, the Bills have the number 1 seed. Look at him. He's so happy. How does it feel to have the number 1 seed back, finally? But also, it comes with the price.
It feels nice. I think it's different this time because we don't have all the experts, so-called experts, going like, "Oh, they're going to win the Super Bowl." I think that kind of relief, like I think that lift off everyone's shoulders, like not being a Super Bowl favorite with how close the AFC is and like the NFC. I think that kind of relieved the Bills a little bit there, and I think they're starting to play their own football, what they're good at, and they kind of dump offs left and right.
Yeah, but obviously,
I think what really helped was the Dolphins didn't show up against the Niners and lost to Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy after Jimmy Garoppolo went down with a foot
what I like
injury.
about the 49ers system, you really, as a quarterback, you really don't have to do much. They have so many playmakers on that offensive side. So you have the great running game. It doesn't matter who's the running back there. You have Deebo Samuel. You got Christian McCaffrey.
I forgot about McCaffrey.
Yeah, you have George Kittle. You have Brandon Ayuk. So I feel like it doesn't matter who's the quarterback for the 49ers.
It still kind of need a good quarterback.
I mean, yeah, but
Jimmy G hasn't done crap with them.
But yeah, also you can't just they're not going to be good. You have the pieces around you. You don't have to don't turn the ball over if you're the quarterback, whoever's the quarterback for the 49ers. They're still tough, still good at that
Bengals
defense.
I
hate their defense is just nasty.
Bengals are coming back just like they did last year around.
Yeah, Bengals are getting into a hot start. Hopefully not too early because there's still some games left. Bengals 3-0. Joe Burrow, Joe Cool, man, can't count him out. It's a scary team, very scary team in Cincinnati. Cowboys still winning. Eagles.
Unfortunately, the Eagles.
Eagles roll over the Titans. It was just not even fair. AJ Brown just.
What was even the score of that?
It was
game?
35-10. It was 35-10.
Not as bad as 42-7.
It was just AJ Brown's revenge game. He took this game personally, as he should.
Yeah, 35-10.
Ready? AJ Brown cost a man to lose his job. The Titans GM just got fired.
How the hell?
The Titans fired their GM because obviously the draft picks haven't been looking really upsided, and the free agent signing hasn't gone really well.
Well, that's what happens when you go from Ryan Tannehill to Jalen Hurts.
Well, wait, well, yeah, but also you traded your best wide receiver, and it's just AJ Brown cost a man a job, and that was just pretty. It's because you never see that. How do you see a player right after a game, right? Like when you trade a player away, right, and they demolish your former team, right?
Yeah.
The GM gets fired. I've never seen that. Mid-season,
He was being stupid. He should have never made that trade in the first place.
That's crazy. It's just funny because he just cost a man a job.
I don't think I've ever seen a GM or heard of a GM get fired mid.
He got fired. Oh my god, that was just funny. So, who's your top 10 teams for this week right now? What do you got?
That's hard. Obviously, Bills, Chiefs, Bengals. Cowboys, Eagles, Giants. I'm gonna put the Commanders in there too. Dolphins. I'm not gonna put the Jets in there quite yet. I think there's a couple better teams in there.
No, but that Minnesota game was close. They had more yards than Minnesota, so yeah.
I don't know why people are hyping up Mike White. Mike White last year had a good game and went against Buffalo and threw 4 interceptions.
Well, the thing was...
This Mike White ain't different than the Mike White last year. He's still overrated. He still sucks. And the Bills are on a revenge tour.
Okay,
After
relax.
losing that close to the Jets,
calm down.
they're going to come out swinging. And they will not stop.
Let's calm down. I get it. Division rivals. But the reason why I think Mike White makes the Jets a lot better is... he still makes the right decisions. Obviously, the interceptions weren't his fault. Like there were a lot of tip balls, batted balls in the air. Like
The Vikings game or the Bills game last year?
the Vikings game.
Okay.
We're not talking about last year. Like it's just like the batted balls, and they were down to the goal line, like the goal line. So
The Bills were down at the goal line, and then Allen threw an interception. But
yeah. So my top 10 teams are number 10 are the New York Jets. Number 9, interesting, the Ravens. They lose Lamar Jackson for a couple weeks. It's nothing big, but still keep your eye on for
still enough to lose 2 games and then probably get knocked out of the playoffs, because the Bengals are right there to take the division, unless they already have it.
No, I think Baltimore still.
If Bengals win this week and Baltimore loses, Bengal takes the division, Baltimore gets kicked out of the playoffs.
But here's the interesting fact. Here's a known fact. Joe Burrow is 0-4 against Cleveland.
True.
So, we don't know. That number 9, I have Ravens. 8, Dolphins slide down the rankings. It's not my ranking system is not like because of the record. It just feels like I know like who's better. So like I have 7 Vikings, 6 49ers. I know the record doesn't say it, but like I trust
49ers are better than the Vikings.
Yes, and it's just like I know like the record, but like
because I'm waiting for the Vikings just to implode on themselves.
You just trust the Minnesota defense a little bit more, and the offense you just trust more. You just feel like because with the Vikings, obviously they can run the ball with Dalvin Cook and Madison and them, but like their true offense is passing the ball, and you don't want to trust Kirk Cousins all the time during the playoffs like that.
And say
he hasn't proved it.
You get to the playoffs and you see their schedule and see the Vikings play at 8:15. Whoever the Vikings are playing, they're going on.
Yeah, but I have the 7 Vikings, 6 49ers. I think just overall, 49ers are a completer team. They're just way better. Number 5, I have Kansas City. They slipped a little bit.
I'm pretty sure they lost because they missed a field goal at the end there, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they lost because it was just a lot of stuff.
They did miss a field goal in that game, so
Travis Kelce fumbled the ball. Like it felt like Kansas City, they got stouted. Like it happens in games. Number 4, I have Cincinnati Bengals. Number 3, I have the Dallas Cowboys. Number 2, I have the Buffalo Bills, and Eagles number 1 because they have been consistent. Yeah, wait.
Wait, what happened?
What?
Breaking news in the MLB.
What?
The Blue Jays have signed outfielder Kevin Kiermaier.
What?
Who?
Tampa Bay.
No way.
You signed a division rival?
No way.
Can we pull up the tweet? Man?
We can try. I'm gonna have to come on screen because holy sh**.
It's during the off season. Holy.
No way.
Who?
Hold on.
What? No way.
This is big, man.
Kevin Kiermaier?
Yeah.
I thought he still had years left with the Rays.
No, they separated.
What? Oh my God. That's pretty.
Hold on, let me pull this up. My mic back down. Kevin.
Oh my God. This actually happened.
I spelled that wrong, but whatever.
Just keep going. Kevin Kiermaier.
I don't know if it's official yet, but I just got a notification on MLB.
Go to the Twitter of MLB.
Go to MLB Twitter then. Okay. Go up.
Holy crap! Breaking news.
There it is.
Oh my God. Wow. They got a good outfielder. Yeah, George Springer with Kevin Kiermaier. Obviously a good at bat. This is what happens when you're in the off season of baseball in the middle of it. Yeah,
Hold on. Why is the Daytona 500 trending?
I don't know. Let's not focus on that right now.
But that's Jacob. This is pretty big. They add a good bat to their lineup. A person who's consistent in the lineup. So Bo Bichette has his moments, but obviously you have his moments where he slides a little bit and he doesn't get consistent. It happens with Guerrero too. Obviously he hits home runs, but not with Kiermaier, you have a good consistent at bat and a good outfielder. So this is a pretty good one for the Blue Jays. Wow, breaking news.
Yeah, sorry to break it up like that. I just checked my phone to see Kevin Kiermaier.
I thought breaking news something. I'm like, what? But yeah, that's good signing for the Blue Jays.
Oh my God!
I thought when I said Philadelphia is my number one, you were freaking out about that. I'm like,
no, I just get a notification like I see MLB. Oh,
I
all
was
right,
like,
what's this about?
I see him back like Philadelphia won. I'm like, what? And then he said breaking news. I was like, okay. I'm like,
Okay, all right,
It's like-
that's enough MLB. All right, sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
No,
guys.
but that was big. But
Oh my
anyways.
God.
With the Eagles, they haven't had that convincing win to me, in my opinion.
Against a top team.
because
I see what you mean.
they have played.
Their schedule was easy this year.
any top teams, and if you look at it, the Bills have had a tougher schedule than the Eagles. They have this. This is their final teams: the Bears, which isn't that tough, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Bengals, and I think that's it. Yeah, they have played the Jets tomorrow.
But also with Philadelphia, you can't sleep on your division rivals. So right now, they're gonna go to MetLife this weekend for a division rival, and I think they go to. I think they have somebody else. Then Christmas Eve, they have the Dallas Cowboys in a big game. And then you have
only a big game if they lose. I'm pretty sure the Eagles have the 1 seed lockup if they win tomorrow.
no, they clinch a playoff spot.
The 1 seed.
No, because you have Minnesota who only lost 2 games.
Okay, so you honestly think the Eagles are going to lose the rest of their games?
They could.
I don't think so.
They could.
How weak the teams are, I don't think so. And if the Eagles are good as you say they are, they should not lose again.
But yeah, Philadelphia's number one team. Like I know, like it doesn't feel like, but like they've been consistent. Like they have, like Jalen Hurts is balling out. Like
How many injuries do they have?
they just got back Jordan Davis. Like they were pretty injured on their defensive line for a while.
Just the D line?
No, they were in their offensive line. Like their trenches were pretty beat up. So like,
The Bills.
and Devontae Smith has been in and out of the lineup. That's a good number 1 too. Dallas got hurt. I don't think he comes. I think he comes back next week. He's, Eagles have been he kind of got banged up. Obviously with the Bills, they sadly lost.
Von Miller's gone. Tremaine Edmonds was out for a couple of games. Trey White was out.
Is he
for
back?
the whole, I think so. Trey White was out for like almost a whole year, and he's just getting back into it now. Our whole D line was injured. Our offensive line was all backups the last couple weeks. Micah Hyde's out for the rest of the year. Our defense was I think when we played the Jets the first time, our defense we only had I think 6 starters from at the start of the year playing. Everyone else was injured, but now we're getting everyone else back, and now we're getting back to Josh Allen's UCL injuries finally starting to go away. He's starting to throw it down the field more.
Who did the Bills play last week?
Huh?
Who did the Bills play last week?
Patriots, they absolutely thumped them.
Oh yeah.
I only held them to 10
It was
points.
it was more like a clock managed game. I liked, but obviously in the second half you guys got to do a little bit better in that one, because in the second half you guys didn't feel like there was a lot of 3 and outs.
Because they had no offense. Our defense was stopping them.
Yeah, so obviously with a better team than New England, you gotta be a little bit better than that. But they will. But those are just the little stuff you guys gotta keep an eye on for. I mean, like Philadelphia, just like they score fast. They score so fast. They're a physical team. They're not like we're gonna throw the ball a lot. No, they run the ball. They run it, which is like impressive. Obviously, Jalen Hurts right now is my number 1. Like he looks like he's the MVP because he's the best record. Patrick is number 2. Then I have Allen 3. Allen has been slipping a little bit. He slept a little bit.
He's also playing through injury.
But he still play, and it kind of hurts though.
He had a UCL injury.
Yeah.
And he played through it, and he actually did halfway decent. He didn't do bad. He did it halfway. Yeah, he had a couple interceptions. But
like, is that like league MVP? Like, you have to be consistent throughout like your entire this season right now. And I think Jalen, by those standards and the better record, is right now my MVP. Allen's number 3. I have Burrow number 4.
I think Allen. I'm gonna keep going back to Allen, but there's still I think what is this week 15 now? There's still 4 or 5 games left. And
you have Cincinnati, you got the Jets.
My thing is the people are kind of sleeping on Buffalo right now.
I mean, not really, but like look, They're sleeping on Buffalo because they're not the main topic right now. Main topics are the Cincinnati Bengals, right? Because they beat the Chiefs. They beat Patrick Mahomes 3-0. They're 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes, which is impressive. They're not the cover story. The reason why they would be the cover story because they just lost Von Miller for the rest of the season, which is a big blow.
Not really.
It kind of is.
My thing is, it's like, yeah, we lost him for the rest of the season, but even without Von Miller, we're still pressing the quarterback. We're still making, like, our defense is severely underrated. With all of our backups that we have, DeMar Hamlin's having a tremendous season. He is having a great season for just getting thrown in there after Hyde got hurt. And then you have all the cornerbacks that stepped up after Trey White left. Bernard, Lewis, not Lewis anymore. Dane Jackson. All those cornerbacks have stepped up to an elite level. Our defense is severely underrated.
I mean, because there's a lot of good defense this year. You cannot lie. You have the 49ers. You have the Jets. You got the Eagles. Well, you still the Cowboys. Can't forget about Dallas. Dallas have a really good defense. I mean, this year's just a defensive monster year for like a lot of defensive. Vikings, obviously, they're still like top 10 defense. But yeah, like I have Burrow like my number 4, and just he's.
We would have to wait to see what these 5 weeks are before I even try to do an MVP.
But like it's
right
near
now,
the end, so that's why I was like, I'd rather.
But right now, I have Allen as the MVP just because of him playing through that injury, and
if he was like going like undefeated, I would have been like, okay, he's my MVP. But like he slipped a little bit. Like
he slipped because he was injured. Like those 2 or 3 weeks where he was injured
picks.
And throwing picks, he was injured. He couldn't really throw the ball that well. And even the commentators and all of them were like, wait for him to get his elbow back. Wait for him to get his elbow back. He will be dominant. Okay, against the Patriots, he got his elbow back. Look what happened. Threw 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then they had that tremendous 3 inches from the out of bounds line, and he threw a touchdown.
I mean, just right now,
name another quarterback that can do that.
Patrick.
He hasn't done it. Exactly.
Jacob.
Has he done it though?
Don't be biased right now.
Has he done it?
Jacob, don't be biased.
I don't care if I'm being biased. Patrick
You're
Mahomes.
You're being biased.
Patrick Mahomes has not done it yet.
You know what?
Moving on, I feel we should. Yes.
Talking about being dominant, Boston.
We got some news about the NFL though. Head coach of the Saints and the end of the Cameron.
Yes.
Cameron Jordan. It was like a half an hour ago. Got fined for faking an injury.
What?
Yeah. They got fined for faking an injury.
Wait, NFL fines that now?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. They fine them now?
Mm-hmm.
And this is going on for years, decades. And now they fine the Saints?
The NFL on Saturday has fined the New Orleans Saints $350,000. Head coach Dennis Allen $100,000 and defensive line coach Ryan Nelson $50,000 and defensive end Cameron Jordan $50,000 for violating the league's long-standing rule on faking an injury during the Week 13's loss to the Tampa Bay Bucks.
I have never heard of that.
Wow.
I have never heard of that. Jacob, have you heard of that?
No.
I've never heard of it.
Are you for real, NFL? Come on.
Dude, this is the same league that also suspended a dude for a year for gambling on himself.
It's not like he gambled on other teams.
And another dude gets massages and he's playing again. Ridiculous.
Speaking of being dominant, Boston Celtics, still amazing. I have Boston, Milwaukee, Pelicans. Pelicans have been really looking good this year.
They also kind of did a douche move against the Suns the other night.
Well, yeah, that was pretty bad. I have Grizzlies and Cavaliers, obviously. Suns slipped. Denver, the Sacramento Kings, man. How do you feel about the Kings?
If you look at their roster, they have a bunch of role players, so it's not like a... I mean, I think they got Markkanen, right? They got Lauri Markkanen?
I believe so. I'm not sure, but like...
I don't know their roster exactly.
Honestly, like for like the past decade in our life right now, we never see Sacramento as this dominant or like even competitive.
Last time they were dominant was like 2004, and that's when Kobe fucked them over and absolutely.
Yeah, but like Sacramento hasn't been great for decades, and just like now I feel like this is like the Cinderella story for the NBA this year.
At first, I thought it was going to be the Jazz after losing Mitchell, but then the Kings kind of took it over.
The Kings are definitely becoming the Cinderella story. I think they're going to be the Cinderella story for the rest of the year.
As of right now, the Knicks are 500 and they're back in the playoffs. They're in the play-in. But even if there wasn't no play-in, I'm pretty sure they're the 8th seed, so
yeah,
it would be in anyways.
Well, they just try to have consistency. They're 13-13. They just have to figure it out. I don't know what it is, man. Obviously the Nets have won. They're like 15-12. They're over 500. They're getting their momentum back, which is good for them. Did you see the Kevin Durant thing about Aaron Judge?
No, I did not.
No.
A reporter asked him on the Yes Network, right? So Brooklyn Nets and New York Yankees have the same network, and they broadcast their games.
Thank you, Steinbrenner.
So a reporter asked Kevin Durant, how does he feel about Aaron Judge, being back in New York? He was like, he's along the lines, I'm paraphrasing, I don't care about that. Like, he's like, I don't give a about that. So it was pretty funny. So
Come on, man. Keep it PG. No
I'm
swear
trying
words.
to, but
Dude, I swore when Kiermaier signed to the Blue Jays. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
I don't
That's
think-
out of excitement.
I don't think you did.
But
I?
he basically said F off to Aaron Judge question. So
Well, why would he care? He's a
But
basketball
honestly,
player.
But
Like-
it wasn't it wasn't like a direct, like, she said, like, out of, like, this is not basketball related. She said it, like, professionally. Like, how do you feel about, him being back? Because obviously he's a big figure in New York, Aaron Judge.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
I would say the same thing. I don't care. Not basketball. Not my problem.
Yeah, but
but still, but
he
he said
it
so like coldly and like so fast. It was like
It was just like, don't care. Just I don't care.
no,
like
like
that,
he's
or-
like he was just like very cold about it.
I mean, it's a
pretty
completely
weird.
different sport. I mean,
Yeah, but you just don't like just be like.
if he didn't have to swear, but it's like. It's
But
a
I'm
whole
just
different
paraphrasing,
sport.
but like, yeah, it was pretty awkward. I was like, okay, I'm like, you didn't have to be all that. I don't know what Aaron did to him, but okay. And then the Pacers, obviously, this is a very mediocre middle of the pack.
There's a lot of parody. I
Again,
think the worst, huh?
Parody again, man. That's the word. That's your word.
So yeah, I mean,
We should
Word
do
of the
that.
year.
when
We should do merchandise like this.
when they
Left bench experts. Parody.
Parody.
Just have his face.
when there is like, I think, if I might brought my notebook and I had it,
Yeah.
I could tell you. But I think when I wrote down the stand-ins, the top, I think 5 through 10 were separated like by a game. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh, it's very neck and neck. Like the playoffs and the play-in tournaments are very neck and
The
neck.
playoffs don't start till April.
I mean, like I'm talking about like the season so far. Like
I know.
the way the trajectory. I think I said that right. Believe so. And it's like the prediction. It looks like it's gonna be a very tight race. From the East and the West, very tight. It's gonna be very competitive. Obviously, back to the LA Lakers' favorite segment. Russell had finally a good game last night against the.
Did he hit a bucket? Did he go for 1 for 12?
He had a triple double. 11 assists, 11 rebounds, 12 points.
Now do that again
Excuse
and
me?
actually believe that he's actually good again.
Well, Russell had a pretty good game. Anthony Davis, 31 points. LeBron James, 23 points. But they have been slipping for a little bit. They have lost 3 games in a row. They're still slipping. I don't know. Do you think they make the playoffs the way it's looking so far? I know it's still very early, but do you think they make it?
Do the play-in count as the playoffs?
Play-in, yes.
Probably. I think they'll make the play-in at least.
I mean,
I find it funny how LeBron was against it, but now it might actually help them make the playoffs.
yeah. It's pretty funny, though.
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, man. Hey.
So
It looks great, but it's it's like it's nothing much to say. It's still the same thing. Boston's still dominating.
speaking of another Boston team dominating, the Bruins have dominated
Yes.
a lot. I think
They've found their footing.
they're 21-5. No, that's the Celtics.
I mean,
record.
like
They have a lot of wins and a lot of points.
Yeah.
and they have very few losses. I don't know. You know, if I had my book, I'd be able to tell you, but I don't know their record exactly. But
We have the internet. I have the
Oh,
answer.
that's right.
So
We
are you
have the
looking-
TV.
Are you looking at the record or?
there's the record.
Yeah.
The record for the Bruins is 21-4-1.
I was close. But yeah,
Wait, what's the other record? So let's say
the Sabres are 12, 13, and 2.
What's the jersey? The Devils here.
21-5.
God, they're
Let me
neck and neck.
double check that. Devils.
But they're not in the same division, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but like
record.
are they the same conference?
No.
The record for the
Well,
Devils 21-5-1.
Yes. No. 21-5-1.
Wait, OTL. What does that mean?
Overtime loss.
Oh.
So they get like a point.
Oh, okay. So
So it's like a tie.
this one doesn't have the ties. It just says 25 or 21-5.
Yeah. So
I'm still trying to get the records right from hockey stuff, so still
if
learning from it.
So wins are worth 2 and overtime
Yeah.
losses are worth 1. So right now the Sabres are sitting decent, not okay. They're 12, 13, and 2. They just tied the Penguins and they play them again tonight. This time at Pittsburgh. They did a back-to-back home and home kind of series. But the game before that, they went against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and you can look this up. They beat them 9-4. And after the
Can we
first
pull up
period,
like the box score up here?
I'd
You're gonna have to go
I'd have to
back.
come over here. I wish I had that's probably what I'm gonna have to get. I'm probably gonna have to get like a Bluetooth
Keyboard.
so I can like just work out over here too.
Okay.
But I'm
yeah.
looking up at my computer. Yeah, 9-4. They
I should be
scored-
like, can you pull that up?
yeah. Unless you want me to come on camera every like 5 minutes.
I mean, that'll be fine. I mean, like I don't.
he
idea.
9-4 was the
Jesus Christ.
it was 6-0 at the end of the first.
Yep.
Taze Thompson with 5 goals, Darlene with 1, and I think Quinn and Cousins with also 1 as well.
Mhm.
Darlene might have had 2 actually. I'm not 100% sure, but Taze Thompson went off, and then they go against the Penguins. I caught the end of the third.
Hey.
They beat up. They lost 4-3, unfortunately, but they're getting their stride again, and I feel like this is gonna be bold. I think the Sabres are gonna make the playoffs
I mean, I can see them sneaking.
if they keep playing the way they have been.
I mean, oh, wait a minute.
They should make the playoffs. They are currently, I think they have 28 points, and right now they are currently 12 points, so 6 games out of a playoff spot. So,
Hey, my brother ran a wrestling match in his senior year. He's a wrestler.
go.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. My mom just texted me that, so happy for him. Congrats to him. I know that was a weird segue, but I just got that text, so.
another news, going back to the NFL, OBJ.
Oh,
He will not declare until playoffs.
yeah.
So,
So basically, what I'm inferring right now, we're gonna infer his knee is not ready.
I'm inferring he's ring chasing.
No.
Why would he wait till the playoffs? My opinion is, why would you wait till the playoffs?
Well,
Here's
it's not just ring chasing for him too. He wants stability. That's his number
do you know
one.
that?
He's been what?
How do you know that?
He's been saying that for a long time. That's what he said. His
Isn't
number one right now is to get the money. He wants the money and the stability to stay there for a long period of time.
My thing is, it's like, why would
I
you?
know it sounds like he's gonna ring chase, but like, to me, he's not ready to be on the field right now.
Hear me out.
And
Why
his
wouldn't
knee's
you
not
make
ready.
an announcement, learn the playbook, and then by playoffs you're ready? Why would you wait until the well? I mean, hell, you don't even know the playbook. You look at Baker Mayfield on Thursday
Holy!
Thursday
I-
night. You don't even know. You don't even need to know the playbook. Apparently.
By the way, I have never seen that a guy who has to learn a playbook from a new system, new wording, new verbs.
in one day, and then he goes and carries them to a win.
And you know how he did it? A 2-minute drive. You know how crazy and challenging that is? You can't make this stuff up.
That
man.
is some Madden stuff right
You
there.
can't make it up.
It's like your Madden Ultimate Team where you got a new quarterback and you just threw him in there. It's
know.
like
So when I saw him do the one-on-one with Van Jefferson, I'm like, they just won the game.
I
don't know.
I mean, if he can keep it up, I mean, he might
But,
have
like,
just rejuvenated his
obviously-
career.
Now here during the bigger game during last Thursday, he did tease something with Saquon back. So,
I feel like
but it was like a here's a tease, but like
my
Like,
thing is like
it's
I don't
weird.
trust OBJ enough because he has like that diva in him. Like, he's
I mean,
always had that diva in
But
him.
like he's obviously
On the Giants, on the Browns. The Rams, you really couldn't see it because he was only there for like a couple of weeks. But then, after they won a Super Bowl, he's gone. He's not even going to re-sign with them.
No, they didn't re-sign him. They didn't re-sign him, I think.
I don't know.
Because they signed Allen Robinson, and that hasn't looked good for the LA Rams.
So he didn't stay with the Rams.
But
now he's doing all this drama just to gain attention. I mean, like,
the reason why we're talking about this knee problem is because of one Mr. Jerry Jones. He did this. He put the report out there. You don't just put a report on a player like that out there. Jerry is not intended to sign Odell unless it helps him like right now, if he could play like this moment. So by him putting out the statement and saying that his knee looks pretty bad and we're kind of worried, you don't just do that. It affects his money, first of all. You affects a person's job like that. So like now the contract offers might be like you want to pay like 12 million, 10, like very low value, where he can get probably like 20, 24 million compared to that. So obviously the Cowboy talk about him going to Dallas looks very slim now because the Cowboys are getting back James Washington, a wide receiver they signed this year. They're starting. I think Jerry Jones is confident in the wide receiver pieces he has now, and I don't see him just going to Dallas now. Because, by the way, and also you don't just say like during like the barbershop on Amazon Prime, you don't just say like he was asked like, "What are you thinking right now?" You don't just say Saquon Barkley like that. So I think he's looking at the New York area.
The Giants aren't even in New York. Like that, the only New York team is Buffalo. Cut that.
Oh,
stuff.
Actually, funny enough, you say that. The Jets, a New York governor has been talking about the Jets moving to Queens, for in the stadium in Queens,
and they can keep their name, and the Giants can go to New Jersey. Problem solved. Anyways,
no, but that was pretty eye-catching. So the two New York teams for the MetLife Stadium have an opt-out till 2025. So the Jets can leave and go to the Queens Stadium where they're gonna host the football club. I forgot the name. They're gonna make a new stadium for the football club.
NYCFC.
I believe so. It's gonna be like a 25,000 feet stadium, but they can make it bigger for football events, and I think that'll be great for Queens. Obviously, a lot of traffic's gonna happen there, so Queens is gonna be a crap show even more.
The Bills have officially put the mark of where the 50-yard line is going to be for the new stadium.
Really?
They're gonna
with the flag. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
They're going to break ground here soon, hopefully. So.
But
let's find that out.
Speaking of I
forgot.
Breaking news.
I know I'm kind of going back to OBJ here.
Yeah.
But the Buffalo Bills was the quietest one there, and the Bills know how to use contracts to their advantage. Right now, they only got $2 million of cap space. But
you're pushing it.
But you also have Terry and Kimpagula, who could probably offer a lot of sign and bonus money to make that contract worth more, but also lessen the cap space. Here's the thing. The Bills have been able to restructure contracts instantly, so they're always above cap. And how do you think they were able to get Hines after they traded away Moss?
But here's the thing with that. The reason why I'm not seeing as much, I'm not having as much he's gonna go to Buffalo, is the amount of money the Bills are willing to pay him. Sure, he's gonna have his Super Bowl chance, which is good for him, right? But I think he just wants his money. At this point, he's in his 30s. He has 2 ACLs injury. He has a broken ankle. He has a busted up. He had a broken. I'm talking about his injury history. He has so many bad injuries. I think he just wants to secure his money bag, for a good 4 years. I think that's gonna be the minimum contract for him. 4 years, 4 to 5.
What I was looking at is the Bills are the only ones that have kept quiet about their thing. No one knows what went on. No one knows what happened behind the scenes with Buffalo.
Yeah, same with New York, and I think he went to another team.
No. It's just those 3.
Okay, so
because it
The-
was
by the
Thursday.
way, you know how funny that is? The Bills and the Giants have not said anything about his health, and you know who did?
You know, but it was Thursday, Friday. He was with the Giants. Friday night, he flew on a plane, got to Buffalo, and then he was with Von Miller and played some video games, I think. And then after that, we don't know much other than they had a dinner for him.
Yeah, the same with the Giants. As a Cowboys, what benefits you putting this out there?
I don't know, but I will say I keep going back. There was a couple more things I had to say.
Yeah.
Sean McDermott went on the Rich Eisen show,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that he's not really worried about the ACL with OBJ. But he does see OBJ in a Bills uniform. Same way with Josh Allen. Same way with Von Miller. Like, all these players are saying that OBJ is coming to Buffalo. I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't know. We'll wait and see. Because now it looks like he's not going to sign this year. Like,
I mean, you never know. It's OBJ. He's all unpredictable.
right now it's been talking that he's just talking and going over with his family right now. So we're gonna see with that. Obviously, we have the World Cup, and it has been entertaining as hell.
You don't get your Portugal-Argentina matchup, though.
I know. I'm so sad.
Rip.
Morocco becomes the first African team to reach the World Cup semifinals. Good for Morocco.
This will help when Portugal benches Ronaldo for no reason.
Look, I was so heartbroken that Portugal didn't win, but like, it's just during like World Cup games, during the Argentina game, the penalty kicks, like, it was just so intense and like you're just like zoned in right now.
Who is Morocco playing in the semifinals?
That is not.
England
not
or
formed
France
yet.
will
Yeah.
play right now. I think they're playing
Did
right
Argentina advance?
Yeah, France and England are 6 minutes in right now.
now. Messi scored the goal, like their second goal, and
Who is Messi playing then?
Messi's playing Croatia.
So, in order for it to be Argentina
think
Portugal,
Croatia.
Yes, Argentina, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Croatia.
in order
Playing Croatia.
in order
That's the
f-
semifinals.
in order for it to be Argentina Portugal, it would have to be in the finals. It would have been in the finals. Because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
they have separate. Oh, man. We're never going to get it because Messi's retiring.
Wait, what?
Messi's retiring.
this year,
I think so. But
I
like,
don't.
because the World Cup's like every 4 years because we're not going to see him for the next 4 years.
oh,
Oh.
So, yeah, so it's going to
they'll
be.
come to the MLS.
Oh, yeah. They're going to give us a bunch, like a bunch load of money.
Oh yeah, MLS is coming to MLS. Messi's probably coming to MLS, and he's probably gonna retire to that MLS.
Yeah, he's going to
That's
get
what major soccer
How much
players
money
do.
do you think he's going to get? Because Ronaldo's getting reportedly a lot of money from Saudi Arabia. He's getting ready. You want to hear this? Guess how much? You want how much?
How much?
It will be the biggest sports contract in the world. $500 million.
How much is Mahomes? 450.
Yeah, I swear, bro.
Huh.
But we're all reporting right now. They're all reporting that Messi, I mean not Messi, Ronaldo and Saudi gave him a contract offer. But you know, I don't know who's winning right now between France or England.
It is tied now at 10 minutes.
Really?
0-0 or 1-1?
Yeah, it's still 0-0.
Okay, so still early.
No.
Yeah.
Soccer. It's called soccer.
Oh boy.
We tied with England, so we get to call it soccer. So we demand it.
But then we lost to the Netherlands.
Oh my god! A lot of football people, like who kick the soccer, they're gonna be like, "What is he talking about?"
It is soccer. I don't care what
But
you say.
yeah, a lot of news that happened today. So, episode
Number
3.
3.
Man
Oh boy.
Oh man, that was a great episode. It was a great episode. First of all, I want to thank everybody
Hey.
who has supported us and continue to. Man, I just want to thank you. Comment, say what you want to say to us. Say how much we're a bunch of.
Tell me how hot my takes are. Please and thank you.
He's going.
Even though I'm
he's
right about
going
half of
crazy.
them, but I don't care.
Is he
say
partial to the Bills? Let us know in the comments.
Yes.
Well, get in the conversation with us, guys. Come on. We love it. We're
The more the critiques, the better.
better that we want to be.
And if you like it, please share it.
Please share
so
it.
more people can see.
And I think it's
Um,
gonna be great.
I
And
think
it's
it should
going
be
great right now. Our first video got like to 200 views, I think, or like near 200 right now. It's like 100.
So this will be the last episode until mid-January
Yeah.
because of winter break. But we thank you so much for supporting us,
All
And
right,
we will see
like-
you all then.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, and we love you.